as China's Fujian aircraft carrier cruises the deep blue seas, with J-35 stealth fighters in tow. Can Japan's 65,000-ton carrier, still stuck in the blueprint phase, truly become the coveted badge of a great power it dreams of? In November 2025, CCTV first released footage of the Fujian aircraft carrier conducting training exercises. The moment J-35 stealth fighters took off from its deck signaled the Chinese Navy's official entry into the era of 3 aircraft carriers. Almost simultaneously, Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force released photos of joint training between the quasi-aircraft carrier Kaga and U.S. F-35B fighters. More notably, Japanese media unearthed a long-dormant design proposal for a 65,000-ton carrier, sparking widespread debate. This sequence of events is no coincidence. It signals profound shifts in the Asia-Pacific maritime power landscape. The specifications of Japan's newly revealed carrier design are indeed impressive. A total length of 285 meters, a waterline width of 39.5 meters, a flight deck width of 74.8 meters, and a full load displacement of nearly 65,000 tons. According to the plan, it will be equipped with 2 steam catapults and 4 American-made LM-2500 gas turbines, capable of carrying 40 F-35C fighters and 3 4×10⁻⁻² early warning aircraft, with a total of over 50 aircraft. On paper, this carrier's specifications indeed surpass those of the UK's Queen Elizabeth class and Francis Charles de Gaulle, revealing Japan's ambition to pursue maritime power. However, a significant gap exists between the blueprint's brilliance and real-world capability. Compared to the Fujian, which has already achieved operational readiness, Japan's carrier program faces several critical technological gaps. The most fundamental disparity lies in the catapult system. Japan plans to use traditional steam catapults, while the Fujian employs the most advanced electromagnetic catapult system. AMAS not only offers superior safety and lower failure rates, but also enables aircraft to launch fully fueled and armed, dramatically enhancing combat effectiveness per sortie. More crucially, AMAS allows precise control over launch force, effortlessly accommodating aircraft of varying weights, an advantage steam catapults cannot match. With a full load displacement exceeding 80,000 tons, the Fujian has joined the ranks of supercarriers. Officially released training footage reveals the vessel has established a comprehensive carrier-based aircraft system, including J-35 stealth fighters, J-15T carrier-based fighters, KJ-600 early warning aircraft, and J-15DT electronic warfare aircraft, forming an air force capable of both offense and defense. The deployment of the fixed-wing KJ-600 early warning aircraft addresses the carrier group's previous shortfall in long-range air defense, enabling the Fujian to detect threats farther and engage targets with greater precision during distant sea operations. In contrast, Japan's carrier program remains largely theoretical, with years required from design to completion. By the time Japan's first carrier launches, the Chinese Navy may already operate more advanced nuclear-powered carriers. Japan has adopted a gradualist approach to carrier development, evolving from the Asumi-class transport ships to the Hygiea-class helicopter destroyers, and then to the Izumo-class vessels, progressively transforming its maritime capabilities toward an offensive posture. Currently, Japan's 2 Izumo-class carriers have undergone upgrades enabling them to carry 12 F-35B fighters. However, operating in short takeoff and vertical landing mode, the F-35B cannot take off fully loaded with fuel and munitions, significantly impacting its payload capacity and combat radius. This limitation is a key reason behind Japan's urgency to develop larger tonnage carriers. Notably, Japan's military strategy is shifting from defensive to proactive. The Ministry of Defense has unveiled multiple weapons development plans covering new concept weaponry, main combat vessel construction, and unmanned systems expansion. For instance, Japan is actively advancing its electromagnetic railgun project, targeting acceptance of the anti-ship variant by 2027 and the air defense variant by 2028. Concurrently, Japan will invest $1.94 trillion yuan to construct 2 10,000-ton Aegis-equipped destroyers, each displacing 14,000 tons and equipped with US-made Spy-7 active phased array radars and 128-cell Mk-41 vertical launch systems. These actions collectively indicate Japan's systematic efforts to break free from post-war security constraints, making its military expansion trends worthy of sustained attention and vigilance. In terms of overall naval strength comparison between China and Japan, the Chinese Navy boasts a total displacement of approximately 1.8 million tons, while the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force's total displacement stands at only 450,000 tons, meaning China's naval tonnage is exactly 4 times that of Japan's. This disparity is reflected not only in quantity but also in combat systems and comprehensive combat capabilities. China has established dual aircraft carrier strike groups. The Liaoning and Shandong carriers not only possess long-range deployment capabilities, but are also equipped with J-15 carrier-based fighters, carrier-based early warning aircraft, and anti-submarine helicopters, forming a complete integrated air-sea combat system. Even without shore-based aviation support, China's carrier strike groups can achieve integrated air superiority, maritime dominance, and anti-submarine warfare across vast maritime areas. Capabilities the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force currently lacks entirely. The rapid operational readiness of the Fujian aircraft carrier has evidently put pressure on Japan. Japan's decision to immediately showcase joint drills between the Kaga and F-35B fighters after the Fujian's training footage was released was intended to send a clear strategic signal. Some analysts believe Japan's right-wing government is attempting to leverage regional tensions to push for amendments to its pacifist constitution and expand its military capabilities. Hyping the new aircraft carrier plan also aims to foster domestic public support for military normalization. The U.S. stance toward Japan's military development has also undergone a significant shift. As America views China as its primary strategic competitor, it expects Japan to shoulder greater security responsibilities in the Asia-Pacific region. Japan's pursuit of carrier capabilities aligns precisely with U.S. Indo-Pacific strategy. As military expert Cao Weidong pointed out, Japan aspires to become a normal nation, transforming its defensive forces into offensive capabilities. Driven by this strategic shift, Japan is highly likely to develop medium-sized or even large aircraft carriers following the conversion of the Izumo and Kaga. However, Japan's carrier ambitions face multiple constraints. On one hand lies technological dependency, whether it's the F-35C fighter jets, E-2 early warning aircraft, steam catapults, or LM-2500 gas turbines, all require imports from the United States. On the other hand, restrictions under the pacifist constitution persist. Despite Japan's euphemistic labeling of carriers as helicopter destroyers, developing a 65,000-ton carrier clearly violates the principle of exclusively defensive defense. In contrast, China's Fujian carrier was entirely designed and constructed domestically, demonstrating comprehensive breakthroughs in carrier technology. As the world's first conventionally powered carrier with electromagnetic catapults, the Fujian debunks the notion that only nuclear-powered carriers can support such systems. Its compact island design maintains full functionality, while freeing up more operational space and deck area, providing greater flexibility for aircraft deployment and maneuvering. Moreover, the Fujian can simultaneously launch and recover aircraft, ensuring sustained combat capability. Overall, a generational gap has emerged in carrier technology between China and Japan. Japan lacks the political will to develop a full-fledged carrier and the technical capability to build an electromagnetic catapult carrier. The commissioning of the Fujian not only significantly enhances the Chinese Navy's blue water combat capabilities, but also propels China to the forefront of global carrier technology. Analysts suggest the Fujian's operational range extends to the second island chain, placing multiple bases within its reach. With its 80,000-ton displacement, electromagnetic catapults, and robust carrier-based aircraft system, the Fujian alone could project China's presence and power around the second island chain. The sight of the Fujian cutting through waves on the sea surface is merely the beginning. Production lines at the Jiangnan shipyard and Dalian shipyard continue operating at high speed, with more carriers likely to join the Chinese Navy in the future. Meanwhile, Japan's dream of a 65,000-ton aircraft carrier remains suspended between blueprints and reality, constrained by technological limitations, constitutional restrictions, and regional balance considerations. Across the vast blue expanse of the Asia-Pacific, the game of power is being reshuffled. The commissioning of the Fujian has undoubtedly secured China an early advantage in this strategic contest.